afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundance Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. It's so good to be with you today. Thank you again so much for watching. We're going to be talking about child safety on the internet. It's a huge problem. Kids are being taken away. They're being asked to be taken to meeting places. It's terrible. And as parents and grandparents as well, we need to be on top of these things. Okay, there are a few rules that apply, and so it's time to put your parents' pants on, and you go ahead and tell the kids. I'm talking teenagers as well. You need to be the one to instruct them on what to do and what not to do on the internet. Before we get started, let's go ahead and look at this really quick video.
Love and kisses from... Oh, it's on! I'm sorry, guys. I know I've told you I'd share everything with you, but this letter is really, really private. Okay. Da-da. Now it's safe in my top secret secretive box. The internet is a great place to do research for school. Share pictures with friends, play video games, or check out the latest trending videos. But it's important to remember that there are billions of people who access the internet, and not everyone has good intentions when doing so. You should think carefully before you share personal information, pictures, or videos on the internet, even if you think it is private. Nothing on the internet is completely private. It's a good rule of thumb not to put up anything that could embarrass you later. If you wouldn't want your grandmother to see it, then don't post it. And don't share private information with people you don't know. Trust your instincts. If someone approaches you online and makes you feel uncomfortable or in danger, stop communication with them immediately. And tell a parent or another trusted adult. It's best not to meet in person someone you've only met online, even if you've been communicating with them for a long time. They may not be who they have told you they are, and it could be dangerous. If you do decide to meet someone from online, it's best to meet them in a public place and to not go alone. Always take a friend along just to be safe, and let someone else know exactly where you are going and who you are going to meet. Bullying someone online, through email, social media, text messaging, or any other website or app is called cyberbullying and is still a form of bullying. It's often better to block, delete, or try to ignore bullying messages than to respond to them. If that doesn't work, getting help from a parent, school counselor, or another trusted adult might be a good idea. That's especially true if the cyberbullying contains threats. Remember to always keep your personal information private. Check your privacy settings to make sure that only your friends can see what you post. And never, ever share your passwords with anyone else. The internet could be a wonderful place to explore. Just remember to stay safe while doing it. Oh, what was it? My dog's birthday. Shoot, okay, that didn't work. Oh, I know. Last 4 digits of my cell number. Okay, that wasn't it. That might take a while. Until next time, don't forget to visit me at amaze.org or go to my YouTube channel to watch more. Bye!
Yeah, very interesting interview right there. I'll tell you, very interesting. So let's talk about this. And we all know the internet can be a great learning resource for kids. Lots of great information out there, but there's also lots of sleazy, bad information out there as well. Now, I found this website, and I've had this one before on the show. It's kidshealth.org. Kidshealth.org. Lots of great information on there about all kinds of information pertaining to your kids. Now, it's a great way to, if your kids are studying for a test or whatever, and maybe they're looking for an easy way to find answers to maybe the math questions or something like that. It's just a great educational resource. But online access does come with risk as well. And there's no way that the internet police can take care of every single thug who's out on the internet. So it's up to us to go behind the kids, make sure they're on the right things. Be nosy, okay? That's fine. Be nosy. Cyberbullying, that's really big, especially when you go on social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, places like that. And again, online predators, they're looking at after your kids or looking to secure your kids. So using these social media apps where the kids can actually get on there and take pictures of themselves, again, be very careful about that. Be aware of what your kids see and hear online, especially who they meet and who they share about themselves. I had a lady just a few minutes ago, because I have a website, and Donna's Designs website, and also design jewelry, and I also repair jewelry for people. So I had a phone call just a few minutes ago, seemed just a little strange to me. So a lady wanted to know if I would, she said she had been in a car accident. Be really, really careful, okay? First of all, she started out, this is going to sound strange, had an out-of-state cell phone number, by the way. You can't always go by that because Phil also, he still has the Charlotte, North Carolina. Even though we've been living here for 10 years, he has just never changed that number because the kids all have it. So, he just doesn't want to change it. So she calls, and it's an out-of-state number, and she said that she was coming through, had a problem with her car, run over something, and is looking for some money, and wanted to know if I would be interested in buying her jewelry. And she has to have passed 10 pawn shops. 10 at least. So she just wanted to know if I would be interested in buying it. Said it's really nice jewelry, blah, 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 blah. Well, red flag, all kinds of red flags came up after that, okay? And again, she found my name and telephone number through the internet. And I told her I didn't buy jewelry like that. And I said, why don't you take it to a pawn shop? She said, well, I just want to know what they're worth. And I said, you're not obligated. They'll tell you what they're worth. And then it's up to you whether or not you want to let them buy it from you. So I gave her the names and telephone numbers of a couple trusted pawns that I know that would do her right, because I know the integrity of the people who own the pawn shops. Well, she was ready to get off the phone with me when I said that. Again, you can, if you feel something really strange about this person you're talking to on the telephone or on the internet, it's a gut feeling, go with your gut, okay? Because most of the time that's going to be the correct thing. Now I'm talking to you. Now we're going to start talking about kids. Now there are internet safety laws, but there need to be more, okay? A federal law, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this is COPPA, helps protect kids younger than 13 when they're online. It's designed to keep anyone from getting a child's personal information without a parent knowing about it and agreeing to it first. They also require websites to explain their privacy policies, but now getting them to do it and telling them they have to, that's two different things. Also, to get parental consent before collecting or using a child's personal information, such as their name, their address, their phone number, or social security number. The law also prohibits a site from requiring a child to provide more personal information than necessary to play a game or to enter a contest. Okay, first of all, I don't play games, but sometimes I want to buy something on the internet. And if they start asking for a bunch of information, they say, oh, the first month is free, but they still want my credit card information, think next and go into the next one. So that's another thing right there. Okay, now online tools can help you control your child's access to adult material and help protect them from internet predators. Now, many internet service providers also provide parent control options. You can get software that helps to block access to sites and restricts personal information from being sent online. Other programs can monitor and track online activity. Now, let me tell you this, kids are born knowing how to use the internet. They just know. Because I have heard of some circumstances, true stuff, where a 2-year-old actually got their parents' iPad and ordered stuff, a 2-year-old, and ordered stuff on Amazon. So you've got to be careful with those kids, okay? They know more about it than you do. So it's up to you to educate yourself as well. Now, getting involved in kids' online activities. So more important than blocking particularly you feel a little weird about material is teaching your kids safe and responsible online behavior. And the faster, the quicker you do that, the younger they are, the better. and keeping an eye on their internet use. You can find out what somebody's been looking at on the internet. I used to do it with my employees all the time. The ones that I found were playing around on the internet instead of actually doing the job, I fired them. Okay, now basic guidelines to share your kids for safe online use. Okay, here's a good one right here. Follow the family rules and those set by the internet service provider. You need to have family rules. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Never post or trade personal pictures. That's for you grown-ups as well. Never reveal personal information such as your address, telephone number, or school name or location. Businesses, I mean, you have to have your phone number out there, so you just be wise. If something feels weird about a phone call coming in, it's probably weird. Use a screen name and don't share passwords other than with your parents. Now, if your kids are like this about sharing the password, take the computer away from them, take the iPad, take whatever they're using, their cell phone, you take it away from them. You're paying for it, okay? So if they won't share it, something fishy going on with your kids. Never respond to a threatening email, message, post, or text. Always tell a parent or other trusted adult about any communication or conversation, and this is for you kids, if it was a little scary or if it was a little hurtful. Now, here are some basic guidelines for parental supervision. Let's talk about those. Spend time together online. Okay, it's okay. Be nosy. To teach your kids appropriate online behavior. Keep the computer in a common area where you can watch and monitor its use, not in an individual's bedroom. Monitor any time spent on smartphones or tablets. We talked about this on one show recently, and this was about kids said, you say, no, you can't have your cell phone in the bedroom. However, they say, well, I want to use it for an alarm clock. You go to Walmart and get a real cheap alarm clock for like $5 or less and put that on their bedstand. That's all they need. They don't need their cell phone. Check your credit card and phone bills for unfamiliar account charges. You need to do that. Bookmark kids' favorite sites for easy access. Real easy to bookmark it. A lot of the browsers that you can use right now actually have, as soon as you pull up the internet, you'll see a bunch of little boxes, and that could be where you bookmark, and then the kids can bookmark those areas. But now I'm telling you, be really careful about cartoons. Be careful about something that looks like a kid's site. It could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Be very careful. You make sure you look over that website first. Bookmark those websites. Find out what, if any, online protection is offered by your child's school, after-school center, your friends' homes, or any place where kids could use a computer without your supervision. And by the way, if other people's kids come over to your house, you still own the house, okay? You still monitor, even if it's somebody else's kids. Okay, take your child seriously if he or she reports an uncomfortable online exchange. Okay, you're the parent here, okay? So make sure you do that. Let's go into a break. I can't believe it. Let's go into a break. We'll be right back in just a minute.
You have been at this for 12 years. Why are you doing it? Because God's children are not for sale.
Rated PG-13.
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Let Rhonda at Rhonda's Elite Tax LLC take the burden off you for all your tax needs. I know because Rhonda has been taking care of my business since 2013. I feel Rhonda works for me because she knows the direct questions to ask to better benefit my unique business in order for me to get back the biggest refund possible. Rhonda is an ongoing student, and she knows tax laws are in a constant change every year. Call 256-281-9903 for an appointment to take the dread out of getting your taxes done. Rhonda is located at 11968 U.S. Highway 431 in Boaz. Again, that number is 256-281-9903. And let Rhonda's Elite Tax LLC champion your personal and business taxes. Jeff McCurdy of the McCurdy Law Firm has been a public service of this area for over 10 years. McCurdy, a member of the Henniger City Council, serves as prosecutor for the town of Sylvania and was named public defender for the city of Rainsville. The McCurdy Law Firm is located at 17326 Alabama Highway 75 in Henniger to better represent his Jackson and DeKalb County clients. If you need to be represented by a true public servant with proven success, call Jeff at 256-996-8701 or send a private email to mccurdylawfirm@gmail.com. No representation is made that the legal services performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
We're back. My name is Donna, and I am your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can find us on television, channel 182, on Charter Communications and Abundance Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. We're talking about kids' safety. I'm going to tell you what, there are a lot of things I don't agree with in this world when it pertains to people, even grown-ups, being abused. But when it comes to kids, I'm all over it. I'll plaster my name everywhere I need to, and you need to be the same way. You are the parent. So let's talk about this, okay? If you're aware of the sending, use, or viewing of child pornography online, you can call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And that's at 1-800-843-5678. That's 1-800-843-5678. Or you can go online to Cyber Tip Line. That's cybertipline.com. They'll make sure the information is forwarded to law enforcement officials for investigation. Contact your local law enforcement agency. We've got a great sheriff's department right here in this area, and I'm sure you do as well. And just report these to the sheriff's office or any law enforcement, and they'll take care of it. Now, you contact your law enforcement agency or the FBI if your child has received child pornography via the internet. Okay, now watch out for warning signs of a child being targeted by an online predator. These can include spending long hours online, especially at night, phone calls from people you don't know, unsolicited gifts arriving in the mail. By the way, all gifts, all mail that comes to your home, and it's even if it is directed to your child, you open it, okay? You know, people say, oh, that's my child's thing, that's their. No. You be nosy. You open all mail. It's important. Your child suddenly turning off the computer or other device when you walk into the room. Okay, that should be enough right there. Withdrawal from family life and reluctant to discuss online activities. Now, you can look, it depends on what computer you have. If it's a Mac or if it's Windows application, whatever the browser is, there is a way that you can go in and you can track and you can see the websites that have been used. Now, this is another sign. If your kids know you are doing that and they start, and maybe some predator is showing them how to take that off the internet, off of your computer so they can't monitor, get very suspicious about that as well. Okay, because there should be no reason that a child or anybody else needs to eliminate the sites they've been to. So again, you monitor that. And again, I'd call the kids in. I would say, why has your browsing history been eliminated? You need to know those. This could be the difference between life and death. This can be the difference between your kid going and meeting somebody somewhere and winding up killed in a ditch or in the river somewhere. And this is how serious this stuff is. Okay, the internet and teens. Oh boy. As kids get older, it's a little trickier to monitor their time spent online, and they may carry a smartphone with them. Okay, let's go ahead and put that out. Okay, it's probably somebody telling me they're going to pay for my college, or they're going to eliminate it. They may carry a smartphone with them at all times. They probably want and need some privacy. This is healthy and normal somewhat, as they're becoming more independent from their parents. The way I look at it, if I'm still paying for your cell phone bill, it's my business. And you need to feel exactly the same way. Also, if you see they're not using their cell phone very much, but you know they're using a phone somewhere, they could, because you can go to Walmart and get these paid advanced phones, and they're not tracked. And so you need to be nosy and check out closets. You need to check out their underwear drawer or whatever, and see if they have another phone somewhere stashed. Okay, let's see. This is healthy and normal, blah, blah, blah. The internet can be a safe virtual environment for exploring some newfound freedom if precautions are taken. Okay, let's see. Talk about the sites and apps teens use and their online experiences. Discuss the dangers of interacting with strangers online and remind them that people online don't always tell the truth. Yeah, you just saw the cartoon that I was letting you see just a few minutes ago, right when we started the show. So apparently this kid was meeting somebody in a cafe. It's the cartoon, meeting person in a cafe. And I'm pretty sure they probably had another picture up there other than the one you just saw, you know, where they looked kind of scraggly looking. This is the internet can provide a safe environment, but precautions need to be taken. We know that. Talk about the sites and the apps teens use on their online experiences. Discuss the dangers of interacting with strangers online, and remind them that people online don't always tell the truth. Okay, and this is another one. This is about passwords. Okay, explain that passwords are there to protect against things like identity theft. They should never share them with anyone, even a boyfriend or a girlfriend or even their best friend. They could, not meaning to, they could get that info out there. Now, taking an active role in your kids' online activities helps ensure that they benefit from them without being exposed to the potential dangers. Now, there are some other things that we want to talk about, and I think we have some time to talk about cyberbullying. So let's talk about that. Cyberbullying, and what is it? Cyberbullying is when someone uses technology to harass, threaten, embarrass, or target another person. Now, it happens on devices like your smartphones, your computers, tablets, gaming systems. Cyberbullying hurts people and in some cases is against the law. Sometimes cyberbullying can be easy to spot. For example, let's say your kid shows you a text, comment, or a post that is harsh, mean, or cruel. You need to have that relationship with your kids. They should not be afraid to show you things. Other acts are less obvious. It could be like posting someone's personal information or using photos or videos that hurt or embarrass another person. Someone might even make a fake account or screen name to harass and bully, so you don't know who that bully actually is. Now, what are the effects of cyberbullying? Kids have almost constant access to their devices. I mean, they keep it on their hip all the time, so cyberbullying is hard to escape. Kids and teens can feel like they never get a break, and they feel the effects very strongly. Now, kids who are cyberbullied can struggle to concentrate in school. It can also affect how well they do in school. Cyberbullying that is severe, long-lasting, or happens a lot can also cause anxiety and depression and other stress-related disorders in victims and bullies. In rare cases, some kids have attempted or have died from suicide. None of us want that to happen. So cyberbullies can be suspended or expelled from schools, and they need to be. Or they can be kicked off sports teams. Depending on the severity of the cyberbullying, kids might also be in legal trouble. Now, what are the signs of cyberbullying? Now, many kids and teens who are cyberbullied don't want to tell the teacher, the parent, or trusted adults because they often feel ashamed, or they feel that their devices will be taken away from them at home. Signs of cyberbullying vary, but they can include being emotionally upset during or after using the internet or the phone. Also being very secretive or protective of their digital life. Could be also spending more time than usual in their room. Could also be withdrawal from or lack of interest in family, with family members, friends, or activities. Avoiding school or group gatherings. Slipping grades or acting out in anger at home. Also changes in mood behavior, sleep, or appetite. Suddenly wanting to stop using the computer or device. Also being nervous or jumpy when getting a message, text, or email. You got to watch these signs. Avoid discussions about computer or maybe their phone activities. If you see any of these things happening, something's going on, and you need to question your kids. And you need to explain to them you're doing this because you love them. They are the apple of your eye. And grandparents, don't be afraid to mention these things. First of all, kids need the love. Need all the love they can possibly get, and that needs to come from you, not some freak on the internet. Okay. All right, that's the end of today's show. Thank you so much for watching The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundance Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Again, thank you so much for watching. You take care, and take care of those kids.